Okay, we're going to try this again, but Facebook failed to stream, and I use a thing called Restream to do one broadcast from OBS Studio to, you can have two free ones, so I do Facebook and YouTube. Yeah, let's see, is this thing streaming yet or not? Still not seeing it. Still not seeing it. I want to make sure this thing is working. Let's see, how do we do this thing? Let's do this. It probably is. But Restream said, hey, your connection died. Okay, yeah, there we go. All right, so live. That's cool. Well, I'm being bold here. Turn on webcam. It's really hot here in Taipei. And yeah, I mean, this thing is kind of show you Second Life, but it's kind of a nice, it's better than just seeing a big screen of me. Yeah, so it kind of works this way. Yeah, I have this webcam on, and as you can see, I have no shirt on, but it's very hot here. It's right now, actually went up a degree. I'm still working in Fahrenheit. If you're a Celsius guy or gal, you can figure it out, but it's 93 degrees at 48% humidity in my room right now, which has an open window and a fan blowing in at, what is it, 10:30 at night. Very different from what I grew up with, but actually I've spent more than half of my long life here in Taiwan than I have in California, where the weather is divine. So, Second Life, here we are. This is, I'm accomplishing a number of things here. I'm accomplishing using OBS Studio to play around, throw this webcam in there in a little window, which I don't know. I've thought about it, like, does this distract from what you're seeing on the screen, or does this add something to the screen, or to the experience, to what a viewer would see on a live stream? I don't know. For me, it's playing with a webcam, which is, I don't use very much, or almost never, but I want to. I've been seeing these recently, watching some videos made by Philippine expat guys, and it's really cool. And then the idea of monetizing a YouTube channel, which I think that would be really cool, but I don't think the kind of content I do is not really mass market stuff. But I've watched some videos about how to do that. It's kind of interesting. You can make money at it, but it's hard work like anything else. And but I did discover that, yeah, because I don't keep track of, really watch that much, but now I am a little bit. And on my channel, which is quite old, I have like 1,600 subscribers, which 1,000 is, if you get over that, you can monetize. I think it was like 1,000 something watch hours, but you really need 4,000, which is crazy. And I have about over 700 videos. But so many of them are very obscure that few people would be interested in. So, yeah. Anyhow, Second Life, I said the other purpose of doing this is to play with the streaming. How do you do streaming? I mean, recording is pretty easy if you want to do YouTube videos, but streaming is a little trickier. My real goal is, in terms of current interest and discovery, is how to do a split screen interview with somebody remotely. And you would think that would be really easy to do, but it's actually not. I mean, there are easy ways to do it. I mean, you could use Zoom to do it. That's easy. But I'm thinking more in terms of using OBS Studio and how to have somebody that's like somewhere way out there and who knows where. And you want to give them the simplest, easiest instructions possible to let's say use your phone as a camera to broadcast to my OBS Studio which then I can stream or record, which is, I'd like to do that. For me, it's more of a hobby how to do it. I probably won't do it, but anyhow. Yeah, so Second Life, this little piece of property here is pretty cool. This waterway here is owned by Second Life, so it's an open body of water. We can actually, if I use my camera, I can go into the water. You can see it's a little waterway here. And this allows boats, moderate-sized boats, to have waterways. If we look at the map here of my home, and zoom in here to my area, you can see there's a lot of water areas, and you could, you know, cruise down these lanes and to around, which I've done a lot over the years. Because like I've been in here like almost 20 years, I think. So here's this waterway. And the interesting thing is that this piece of property here, this empty piece, has been there for over 20 years, owned by somebody else. It was never for sale. And when the guy terraformed it, he left this little chunk here, which I love because it's right in front of my house. And I can, you know, do a little animation where I sit down and can admire my pad. Or I can turn them around out here and admire the bay here, which has changed. There's been so many things that have come and gone on this. I had my camera set pretty low on the draw distance, but this is like across the bay here. This guy built this thing. I don't know what it is. And this lighthouse, this has been here for quite a while. It's great. I consider this a great neighbor. The other great neighbor is this guy. He's, man, we've done some trips. Maybe that's what we'll do, because I didn't want to do this too long. So let's do that. This is my pad in Second Life. And there I am sitting on that little island there, which is pretty nice. Okay, we've explored my house a bit. It's pretty cool. It's on a nice little piece of property. And in Second Life, you pay for that. It's based on really like, just like acreage or square footage or whatever. It's all worked out, and it's, you know, inherently fair, because this house I have here, all this stuff, these trees and all that, I mean, of course, whether I'm in Second Life or not, these are all being maintained in the game, you could say. Which means that a computer is needed to keep these things alive at all hours of the day. So that's CPU usage and storage. And so the prices of the land to put things on is, you know, it's fair. And the other way they, you know, all this stuff is made from prims, which there's a thing I love to do. Let's see if I can find it here. It's a view thing where you can see the really the wireframes, which is really neat. Rendering. Let's see. Here we go. Control Shift R. Yeah. There we go. So this is a wireframe of like my house. It doesn't really show the objects per se, but you can get an idea that there's complexity there, and all stuff is made from what they call prims, which you could think of as a sphere or a square or a trapezoid or any kind of three-dimensional object. That's what's used to build these structures in Second Life, and each one of those prims add to the cost, which was what I was talking about earlier. Now, I said this is going to be a short video, and we haven't done this before. I always think, hey, I'd love to do an hour-long thing here, you know, on this or that, and sometimes just doing a real short one is more achievable. On my property, I have in addition to some places above this, way up in the sky, I have this nice Buddha here. And all this landscaping I did, it's pretty simple. You know, some rocks and trees, but try to make it so, yeah, I gave it some thought, this stuff. And also the ground here, there are tools where you can terraform it. So I did a little bit of that. This is a church I built during COVID 2020. It's very cool. We've checked it out before. Now, I built this, before I built this guy, my neighbor here, who's a good neighbor, had a gigantic Jewish temple. It was unbelievable. And it was so weird because I built this church and it seemed like within a week the guy tore down the whole Jewish temple, I mean it's just deleted, and he put this incredible Catholic cathedral next door. Not only that, but this guy, he must be a rich man because he owns all of this property here, all of this. I don't know how much of this. I think most of this and that, which in real dollars, this much property and structures and whatnot, that would probably run you, I don't know, 500 something? Yeah, maybe somewhere between 500 and 1,000 US dollars a month. Well, I'd say 500. Yeah, probably about 500 bucks a month that this guy spends to keep this scene going, which is, it's big, but it's not that big. All right, let's see here. What we'll do is we'll just I'm going to look a little bit in the church and then across the way, and I think that's going to be it for this stream. And we need to start naming them. So what do we name this? Sabuela, because that's where this place is. Cool. Let's go to the church, and we could do this personally. Let's say we stand up this dude, and we can walk over there. After all, it's a neighbor. Let's see if I can fly here. Yes, I can. Great. There's the lighthouse. We checked that place out before. It's really neat. The statues this guy has, you know, when he originally built the sorry about the clicking noise, trying to get rid of that, like cussing. He's got these guard statues here, these colossal things, which is great. I mean, when they had a Jewish temple, it seemed to make a lot of sense. Now I don't know what they represent. Kind of weird. But they are huge. I mean, if you can see how my dude here next to it, let's see if we zoom out, you can get an idea. Yeah. Pretty big. So, purpose here is take a look inside this cathedral, and then we are going to do a sneak peek into one of his houses, because he doesn't allow visitors in his houses, but you can use your camera to get in there and take a look, which is pretty cool. Yeah, this is really, as I mentioned, you know, this guy built this incredible Jewish temple, and then he, out of the blue, he built this. I don't understand. I think the guy is a European, pretty sure. And, you know, I think it's Alpha and Omega. Go in here and take a look. It's very nice. I mean, it's pretty crazy cool. Wow. A friar monk. Get this. See, this is kind of you know, the dude is 3D, but this is just a, you know, an image. That doesn't take a lot of effort to do something like that. So this is very nice, though. I mean, oh my goodness, it's this huge space. Based on the iconography I see, it's pretty. It's like somebody with a little knowledge could put this together. You know, so it's not really a, like if somebody was really into the symbolism and the teachings and whatnot, they could do something really fantastic here. And you could tell by the pieces of art and statuary that they placed there. But this looks like the work of somebody who, Yeah, Christianity. Let's see. Oh, it's Jesus, and it's a monk, and it's a cathedral with giant pillars. But it's not really a deep righteous game. Unlike my own church, which is a deep and righteous game. So this is the cathedral. Let's see if we look up the top. Yeah, it's pretty nice. I mean, it's really nice. The stained glass windows are great. Yeah, they're pretty good. And I'm pretty sure this guy made all this. I'm not going to check right now, but easy to do. You can right click on it. But look at this, the copper roofs. Wow, it's great. This is my neighbor. See, that's my pad way down there. That's the scene. Good neighbor. Next thing we're going to do is take a quick look inside of one of his pads. Whoops. Those are a couple of his pads over there. So what we're going to do is we're just going to move the camera over here and we can take a look at this place. It's pretty nice. He's got 4 or 5 of these things. I think that's the flag of his country. I'm not sure. So what we do here to get a look inside, of course you can try to look in the windows, which you're not going to see much. And if you go over there, if you fly over there, you'll be kicked out. It's like private property. So if your avatar lands on that area there, you're going to get a warning, and if you don't leave within a certain amount of time, it will eject you. So to get around that, we'll just there's a technique where you just use the camera and swing it around, and now we're inside. Okay, let's go here. This is like the main area. I think it's different from walking around. You have to use the camera. Let's see here. Okay, so that would have been the main door in, and then you have this hall here. It's beautiful. I mean, it's incredible. I mean, you can get a sense of the Catholic cathedral we were just at. The design of this and that, you can see it's the same guy putting all this together. Pretty cool. That is actually the actual Second Life time. Is it? It's an hour off. Yeah, the minute's correct, but the hour, the time zone is wrong. Nice little grandfather clock there. And this beautiful hallway. We'll just go up these stairs here and see what's up next level. A lot of portraits, Napoleonic conquest posters. All right, another fantastic hall with a doorway that goes out to this patio. Very nice, very nice. And what else we have? It's a little bit difficult to do this because using the just the mouse instead of walking around with the avatar. Okay, this is 2 flights. Wow. Wow, okay. Yeah. Very lavish. Oh, cool, a chess set. Nice. Should look at this for a minute. Let's see what we got going here. I don't know if I can make out what's happening. I can try. Okay. Well, we see black has lost 3 pawns and white has lost, it appears, has lost, let's see, white has lost the queen, the knight, and a pawn. Not doing well for white, but who knows. Interesting. Yeah, this is really cool, man. This chair is awesome. Yeah, British tea set. Yeah. I suppose it's great if you have a lot of friends. Anything in here? Can we open this door? Oh, yes, we can. Cool. Oh, look at that. My. To me, it's ridiculous, but yeah. That's nice. Yeah, bathroom right in the room. I suppose that's pretty cool. Big pink carpet. Wow. Yeah. See what's on the other side. Alright. It's got more space than you can use. Now let's pull the camera out, and now we can see this house here, all that stuff we were just looking at. This is the building. You know, an interesting thing is, you know, it's like 2 main floors, top floor in the kind of in the roof area there, the attic. You know, what would you do with that much space? The other cool thing is just, you know, somebody put this all together. It's very cool, and especially cool because this is my neighbor. That's his house right there. And if I walk over here to the edge of this Catholic cathedral, there's my pad. And the cool thing is, one cool thing is that sometimes in Second Life, you know, people have, you know, really ugly neighbors. So ugly, troublesome, noisy, whatever neighbors. And they will put up like walls of, or like a graphic image that on this side looks like a forest, and on the other side is transparent. So it's basically, you know, they're blocking, they don't want to see your scene. But this guy who has a very high aesthetic left my place. You know, he likes it. And there's another neighbor I know that likes it. Let's see if I can get over there. Oh, he's got flying disabled here too. But I can fly on my land. Yeah, there we go. See, now, last thing I think I'll show right tonight, or yeah, whatever time it is, your time, is my neighbor across the water who's been here many years, and I believe it is a she. I could be wrong, but I think it's a she because I've seen the avatar a few times, and the vibe is definitely. And there's my pad from across the way, and I really get the vibe that, you know, she's invested a lot of money and time into this build, and her main view off her property is my pad, which, you know, I built by hand, and my heart is in that design. A definite tilt of the hat towards Frank Lloyd Wright. So I think we'll leave it there. That was fun. I accomplished many things. Getting over the what is it? The shyness of having a webcam on, which of course I've done it for years, just not lately. And then setting up the stream, making sure that was all working, which it wasn't. Facebook died for some reason on Restream, so fix that. And also playing with this little DJI Mic Mini, which I have clamped to my necklace. It's not really great for this. I think it's not really designed for this, for PC USB, but yeah, it's fun. It's fun playing with this little technology and kind of satisfy my desire to do a vlog. I'd really like to do one. Interviews or something. I don't know. So bang, what do they usually do? Bang the camera? Well, I could do that. You know, put up the hand to the camera where you do that. Bang. Did that work? I don't know. Didn't seem like it. Okay, it did. Cool. Well, yeah. and chill on the stream. Thanks for anybody who watched. If you have any comments about it, good or bad, have open ears. All right, there it is.